1,500 meters and sent on their way. It was a good enough beginning. Alinga Longa jumped away well. Global Alley's right up there in the early stages. Slings and Arrows passes horses two on the outside, and so too does Dowser into a more prominent position. El Romiachi behind those. Ayaflatya Yokel is racing about 6 lengths off the leader, head up in the air. Then came Pedro, further back to Adios Amigos, racing together with Father's Frost. Those are the back marks. They're 7 lengths off the leader. 1,000 meters to go. Slings and Arrows led it by a length and a quarter here from El Romiachi in second. Dowser's third. Global Alley's racing away in fourth. Then came Alinga Longa, 5 lengths off the leader, followed by Ayaflatya Yokel. In behind those, Pedro towards the outside, the blue sleeves and red cap. The back two are Adios Amigos and Father's Frost. They've got their 8 lengths to make up. 600 meters left to go. Still Slings and Arrows out there in front. Down the inside, Ayaflatya Yokel starts to run on. Dowser's between them. Then comes towards the outside Global Alley, El Romiachi, and down the inside Alinga Longa's also starting to catch the eye. Entering the final 300 meters, Global Alley down the center, comes up to Slings and Arrows. Ayaflatya Yokel, Dowser's right there. Alinga Longa further back, and Pedro trying to squeak through in between runners, can't find a way through. Inside the final 200, it's Global Alley that's hit the frontier. From Slings and Arrows down the inside, Global Alley from Slings and Arrows. Global Alley pulls out the stops. Global Alley beats Slings and Arrows. Third is going to be tight. Dowser involved in a photo with El Romiachi, then Alinga Longa and Pedro, Adios Amigos, followed by Ayaflatya Yokel and Father's Frost. Let's have a look at the head-on replay, which we're going to now. Slings and Arrows was out in front for most of the journey. Ayaflatya Yokel, the grey, darts towards the inside and, in fact, was prominent going through the 500-meter marker. Dowser tries to stay there. Global Alley produced up the centre of the track. Now you'll see that Pedro tries to squeak in between runners. Can't find a way through there. Still looking for a way through is Pedro, the red cap.
And welcome back to Fairview this afternoon, and yeah, well done to Alan Greef. Richard Fourie. Global Alley gets it right this afternoon. With me is Godfrey. He's collecting the 1,500 rand for Icona, so well done to Icona. He is the groom of Global Alley. Nice to be in the winner's box. Please tell him very well done. 1,500 rand, World Sports Betting, the provider of that money. The winning form sponsor jockey, Richard Fourie. I was getting worried after the first two. I thought I wasn't going to see you in the winner's box. Richard, but well done. It's a nice way to start, obviously, now after the previous races we'll touch on in a short while, in the colours of the Sherrills. Very well done.
Yeah, thank you very much. I was going to say off to a bad start today, but we're starting to find our form now.
All right, just quickly, briefly touch on the previous races. Just no finding any, the horses didn't kick?
Yeah, look, like climate control in the mile, I thought it should be a good thing today, and he was in a good spot in the race, and he just didn't pick it up for me at all when it came to the crunch time. And then obviously the filly Unyielding, 1,400, she moved up really good, and I thought we've got a race up the inside, and she just sort of lingered off there and
fell away.
Yeah, and then the others just kept quickening, and she couldn't do it. So maybe the handicappers finally got hold of her, but we'll bounce back from that.
All right, now let's get back to the winning son of Global View, Global Alley for the Sherrills. And this one was bred out at Ascot Stud, so well done to our local breeders as well. And a competitive race this. And then when you started going, I saw you started hanging, and I thought, oopsie.
Yeah, look, it was a bit of a tricky ride, but, the first 3/4 of the race was pretty good, and we came up into the straight, and I elected to, start letting him roll, because last time he hit a bit of a flat spot, and at the 200 he was like 5th, 6th, and he just got up on the post. So I didn't want to have any of those sort of issues today. So I threw him in the race a bit early, but then he just showed a lot of signs of just hanging in with me today, and I just had to make sure he doesn't make any contact with anybody. Hard-fought win. That 4-claimer really stretched me all the way, but it was a good win. So well done to Mr. Greef, Mr. Sherrill. Thank you very much for their support, and obviously my sponsors are winning form.
I'm going to ask you about one horse, purely because it's our feature race this afternoon. That's race 7 on the card. Brett brings Zumi. We know that Zumi's got Cape Town form, but we like a little bit about Fairy Night, and maturing needs time, and I liked what I saw. Did dig deep last time out.
Yeah, last time it surprised me, because his first run back from a little break, he ran a very disappointing race, and last time taking on a Cape Raider, he really ran a crack-over race. But today we're taking on a horse called Zumi. He's been running in feature races in Cape Town, well-respected horse, and let's see if we can take him all the way to the line today.
We'd love you to do that. Well done, Richard.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Tremendous. That's Richard Fourie in the winner's box. Well done to him for the Alan Greef stable. Let's go over to Alan. We're going to chat to him quickly as well. And as Alan was saying earlier on chatting to Nadine, racing goes like this. You're expecting horses to win, they don't win, etc., etc. But this always had a bit of a chance, and you must be happy with the result.
Yeah, happy with the result. Well done to Mrs. Dalma Cheryl and Lance Cheryl. You know, they're passionate about their racing. They love their racing. And this horse has done nothing wrong since arrived here. Thanks to Brett for sending him down. And good ride, Richard. I was still scratching my head after the first two, but at the moment, we'll have to worry about that tomorrow.
Tremendous. Now, Alan, as a trainer, when the day starts like that, do you panic a bit, or do you just you've been in the game long enough, do you just let it happen?
No, you've got to let it happen, but don't worry, it does work in the back of your head thinking, oh, hold on, what's wrong? You know, is your judgment a little bit off today, or there's something gone wrong? But, you know, these are animals, and they get up on the wrong side of the bed, you go with them. So you just got to shrug it off, keep your composure, and keep doing what you know is right, and it'll come back to you. So once again, very well done to everybody. To the Algoa Bay Council of the Aged, I see the ladies here, ABCA, I had to find out what they are, but they're here, and they don't believe me that I'm in my early 20s.
Well, there we go. Alan's done half my job. The Algoa Bay Council for the Aged, they are the sponsors of the race. I've got Maureen and Cresta. They're both coming into picture now as well. Cresta, come around, and Maureen into the picture. They don't want to see me. They want to see you good-looking ladies in the winner's box here. And lovely to have you here this afternoon. Firstly, nice to have a lot of people on course, and everybody's got a bit of a role to play. And I've got a couple of questions I'm going to run by you, because when we see the name Algoa Bay Council for the Aged, we always think, you know, it's a non-profit organisation. And obviously, people start saying, why is a non-profit organisation participating in something like today?
Our CEO is part of the Eventing Club committee.
Okay.
And Kate Peskins found a friend who wanted to support the race day
We
today.
know the Peskins family in
Yes.
racing. Yeah, absolutely.
So she could not attend herself, so Kate suggested that she sponsor a table for 10 of our residents to attend.
Okay.
The sponsoring naming rights grew on that. So this is the reason why we are here today.
Oh, that's awesome. So
Yes.
there is a bit of a link because of the Peskins
Correct.
side of it as well.
Yes.
Maureen, I want to ask you, where do you guys operate from, and what services do you provide as such? I mean, we see the name now. We know it's got to do with the agent, but what are the services about?
Okay, yes, thank you. We work in the Nelson Mandela Metro. We only work with older persons over the age of 60. We've got 4 housing schemes, mostly low-cost housing, and we've got 570 residents in those 4 schemes.
Okay.
Then we also have social services, where we've got social services staff who provide counselling and supportive services to older persons in the community. So in our last financial year, we reached about 2,500 people
Okay.
across all the services that we do. Our service centres in the community are for social activities, meals, and all of it is mostly geared towards the SASSA pensioners. And their income is only 2,090 a month. So we have to do a lot of fundraising to try and cover our running costs on those projects.
And that's my next question is, what can we do to support you? How can we help you? Okay.
We accept donations in cash or kind or services. Donations in cash and kind might qualify for a donor deduction status. There is a list on our website
Tell us about your website.
where people can go and find out more. Our website address is apco.co.za.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, that's awesome. It's great to have you ladies on course. And, you know, whenever we talk about non-profit organisations, we always say, why do they have a day at racing? So basically, you're getting a table. The people that are coming are contributing towards that, and you're getting time on television, which is international television, by the way. So it's awesome for you guys to go out there. You do a sterling job. We really do appreciate it. And everybody in racing really wishes you well. And we hope to have you back at the next charity function again.
Thank you very much to our
Thank you.
sponsors. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure. There we go. We've heard from the ladies, so very well done to the Algoa Bay Council for the Aged. And we look forward to helping them and assisting them in the way forward.